What's going on, Full Circle Fitness fans? Here we are again with another Fitness After 40 video. Today is all going to be about shoulders and core. Now, I designed this routine to be as low impact as possible on your shoulder joints. We're going to focus on not only increasing your shoulder strength, but mobility and range of motion in your shoulders as well. Too many times when we're working out, we don't focus on certain things like rotator cuff muscles. We just focus on just building the mass in the shoulders. As we get older and this deterioration happens more rapidly in our shoulder joints, whether it's a labrum tear, maybe some bursitis, or just some general inflammation, the shoulder joints become, they're a pretty simplistic ball and socket joint, but they're also pretty complex when it comes to movements. They should be designed to move all over, okay? All out and down and up and side to side, but we lose that range of motion as we get older, and a lot of times due to our posture, we hunch forward and get that rounded shoulder posture, which creates a lot of issues in our acromial space in our shoulder joints. So sometimes we get a lot of pain and we can barely raise our arms above our head. So this workout's not only going to be designed to increase your strength, but help improve all that other stuff as well. That's the whole point with our Fitness After 40 videos. So for today's routine, we're going to do 6 exercises, all with a 1 minute and a 20-second rest. So that's going to be the interval. You're going to have 1 minute of the exercise and then a 20-second rest, and we're going to do those for 2 to 3 rounds. I'll show you everything as usual for that first round, and then you can go through the second and third round on your own. You want to stick to about 65 to 75% intensity with your weights. Okay, you're going to need, that basically means you want the lights to be challenging but not heavy, all right? So somewhere in the medium range. If you're used to doing a front raise with 15 pounds, maybe you're going to bring it down to 7.5 or 10 pounds, because we're not trying to focus on building muscle. We're trying to maintain the muscle that we have, still maintain that lean tissue, but work more on range of motion and work more on decreasing inflammation and increasing mobility too. So the equipment you're going to need for this, you're going to need a couple different sets of dumbbells, all right? You're going to have relatively a lighter pair of 5s, pair of 8s. You're going to have a medium pair of 10s, pair of 15s, and then you're going to have one heavier dumbbell that you're going to do a shoulder press for. Like I said, for me, I normally do 30 to 40 pounds. I'm going to be doing 20 pounds today, so definitely back that weight off a little bit. So we're going to get right into it, 6 exercises, and we're going to start the first exercise in about 30 seconds. All right, so this first exercise, we're going to be doing a single leg, single arm Arnold press. We're going to modify that normal Arnold press where you're pressing up and rotating your palm all the way in to get that complete range of motion, okay? So let's just go ahead and we're going to start on that left foot, elbow up, 1 minute, and go. So press, back down, rotate all the way in. Make sure you're getting that palm facing in. Now, when you're doing this, if you need to tap that toe for balance every once in a while, you totally can. If not, you can try to keep it up, okay, and see how it's challenging that core. All right, you don't see enough of this in these YouTube videos out here with balance work because everybody's too afraid. All the experts are too afraid to show you that they get off balance. Well, not here. My foot is burning, my arch is burning, and I'm still maintaining that position with the core tight. Okay, and a relatively heavy dumbbell press is going to set you off. You don't want to lean so far this way that you're getting off balance too much. So try to stay nice and upright when you're doing this. And press, and that arch of your foot is going to be burning, and so is your shoulder. And finish that last one. Time. Now we're resting 20 seconds in between each exercise. Don't forget. All right, so even if you're doing unilateral, one-sided at a time, which we do a lot of here, you're going to make sure that you rest for 20 seconds, okay? All right, in position, toes straight. Let's get to it with the other side. Press, down, rotate in, keeping that core nice and tight. You can have your hand out for balance as well, but it doesn't matter what your experience level, even if you're an expert at lifting weights, you will feel that burn in your leg. That's kind of the point. Curling it in, keeping that core nice and tight. If you have shoulder issues, You might want to lower the weight on this one too, but try to make it challenging. Press up, rotate all the way in. Your foot should be gripping that floor, getting a nice burn, keeping that core nice and tight. You'll notice one side is probably weaker than the other. Totally normal. And you can do more on that weaker side. Let's finish that up and relax. Good job, guys. So like I was saying, if one side is weaker than the other, then you might want to do maybe 90 seconds on that side, or even 1 minute on that side and 30 seconds on the stronger side. Focus on that weaker side when you're doing those unilateral movements, okay? Let's get right into the next one, which is going to be a prone shoulder press, okay? So this one, you're not going to need any weights at all, okay? You're going to lay on your stomach, head facing down, arms up, and you're going to press straight out and back. You can make this exercise more challenging for your core. Remember, that's kind of the whole point of this workout, working your core too, by lifting your legs up and squeezing your glutes. Okay, head facing down, make sure it's not up. Okay, so the important thing to this is that you're engaging your lower back and your glutes while you're bringing it straight out. A lot of times people have a very weak shoulder joints in this range of motion, so it's important to incorporate this into your workout. I usually do challenging exercise and then follow that up with a core range of motion / mobility exercise. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Head facing down, chin tucked in, feet up, and let's go ahead. 1 minute, press out and back. Okay, squeezing those glutes, keeping your head facing the ground. The reason you don't want to lift your head up because it puts a lot of strain on your neck. So I'm engaging my lower back, pressing all the way out to get that full range of motion. If you feel like your shoulders are too tight and it really hurts doing this position, then you can just kind of hold your shoulders like this, bent at 90 degrees, and just hold this position for 1 minute. But if you feel like your shoulder joints can handle it, then keep pressing in and out. Okay, just like this. Squeezing the glutes. Last one. Good job. So again, a great exercise to work on strengthening your lower back, your glutes, along with increasing some range of motion and mobility in your shoulders. So now let's go on to the third exercise, which is going to be bent over W raise. Okay, now this exercise is going to be done with those lighter weights. All right, you're going to be leaning forward in a bent over position, bringing your elbows up like this, okay? And then you're going to be rotating it up towards your ears. All right, so here, rotate, back down, rotate, back down. The important thing is to keep your hips nice and neutral. Don't round your back when you're doing this. All right, just keeping your hips just like that. You're gonna row just like this, elbows high. Bring that rotation all the way up to your ears. If you can't, then lower the weight or do it without the weight. But this W raise is really important, again, strengthening those rotator cuff muscles. All right, we're ready. 1 minute, let's go. Raising the dumbbells up to the ears, bringing it back down, keeping that core tight, keeping that spine neutral. Make sure you're not arching your lower back, sticking your hips low, rotate up, open up those shoulder joints. Good, squeezing the back, squeezing the arms. From the front view, it looks like this. Elbows out, rotate up, keeping that core nice and tight. You'll have a tendency to want to tuck your chin down when you're doing this. Don't let that happen. Keep that neck nice and neutral. Keep going. Almost there. Last one. Nice work. That'll give you that deep burn in your shoulders, all the way into the joint itself. Great exercise. Okay. Now let's go into the fourth exercise. So that fourth exercise is going to be a chicken wing to a 90-degree external rotation. Okay, so your toes are nice and straight. I just call this one the chicken wing, or you can call it the elbow raise, like you're pouring 2 pitchers of water, bringing it all the way up. Okay, so you're here, you're going to bring it up, then you're finishing with an external rotation, or they call it a 90-degree or a high elbow external rotation, bringing it back down, bringing it in. All right, so again from the side view, rotating up, here, 90 degrees, back down, and in. Great exercise for overall shoulder strength, rotator cuff strength, and increasing some mobility in your shoulders as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Elbows in, and begin. You're going to raise up 1 minute, bring it up to here, squeeze, back down, and in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep that core nice and tight. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep going. From the side view, that's why you want this exercise nice and light, because it really starts to burn those shoulders. Elbow, up, down, and fight that fight. You want to fight your body's inclination to want to arch too, okay? So here, down, in, one more, up, down, and in. Ooh, that's a good shoulder exercise. All of these are, but that's a good one to burn, burn, burn. All right, we're gonna go on to our fifth exercise, which is gonna be a scapular plane shoulder raise. So when you're doing your shoulder raises, I see a lot of people do the side raise, do the front raise, but in that scapular range is when your shoulder's protected the most. All right, and that's what we're looking for with these workouts. So we're gonna go in that scapular plane, thumbs up, raise, pause briefly, and bring it back down, okay? So again, not side, not front, right in the scapular plane, right to here, core tight, and back down, all right? Let's go ahead and get started with that one. All right, so our core is nice and tight, chest up, let's begin. Raise it up, squeeze, bring it back down. And back down. And just doing that pause, that brief pause at the top, really helps get that lactic acid building, gets that deep burn in your deltoids. But the thumb up and the scapular plane of motion really take the stress off that shoulder joint itself. It's a great addition to your shoulder workouts. Make sure your toes are relatively straight and your posture is nice and erect. Again, you don't want to have sloppy posture when you're doing this. A lot of people, when they're raising these, they'll raise them all the way up here. You don't need to raise above shoulder level on this one, especially if you have shoulder issues. Okay, just get that nice squeeze in your shoulder blades while you're doing this at the same time. Okay, keep going. Almost there. Make this your last one. And done. Whew. Man, oh, good one. All right, now we're going to finish up with the last exercise, which is a lying bridge, so floor bridge with a pullover. So let's go and get started with that one. All right, so again, for this last exercise, you're lying on the floor. You're going to grab the lighter dumbbells, probably the medium dumbbells. If you have really bad shoulders, maybe do the lighter dumbbells. You're going to lie on your back. Okay, press straight up, toes facing forward. You're going to bridge up and pull all the way back to your ears. You want to feel that nice stretch and bring it forward. Now, technically, this is a tricep back and a stratus anterior exercise, and those ribs. But I love to do this one with shoulders because it really helps strengthen the stability of your shoulder joint, okay? Which is very important if you're trying to increase weight on your shoulders without putting stress on the joints. So work on stability. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. We're going to keep that bridge, bringing the butt nice up, toes straight, squeezing those glutes. Okay, and we're going to bring those arms back. Making sure when you're doing this that you have this nice angle with your glutes. If you have a history of lower back issues, you can drop your hips a little bit while you're doing this, but don't let them rest on the ground. So again, toes straight, squeezing those glutes, bringing the arms back by the ears, then back to chest level. Right, really reaching back and forward, squeezing those glutes. And again, if you're feeling too much pain in your shoulders while you're doing this, or you can't quite get back far enough, then use lighter weights or no weights at all. So we're still engaging those glutes. Got about 15 seconds left. Keeping that core nice and tight. Make this your last one. Fantastic. All right, so there you go. There's 6 amazing exercises to help not only increase shoulder strength, but work on your stability and work on your range of motion within your shoulders as well, okay, which is very important as we age and get older. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Check us out on our YouTube channel and check out our other Fitafter40 videos. And please like and subscribe. We're putting out new videos every week. And if you have any ideas for more Fitness After 40 videos, leave them in the comments below. And as always, be safe, be active, be healthy, and we'll see you soon.